Hello everyone, Nero is back, and today I want to talk to you about a topic that has been, going on my mind for a long time now. It's the usual "why does everything suck" uh, topic. Like right now, we can see that there is Star Trek Starfleet Academy is having its third episode, and it's the big roar. Everybody's talking about it and how bad it is, and how literally every scene, every actor, every moment of it is torture. And I'm not going to show you any pictures of it because the only thing I want to show you is this here, my new logo, which I love very much because my new logo is all about the things that are lacking in the current world. That, yeah, I want to explain to you why is it that everything sucks. Why is Starfleet Academy such a disgrace? Why is everything else such a disgrace? And I have had the questionable pleasure of watching a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. It was called Don't Look Up on Netflix. I couldn't bear watching it. I just couldn't. I had to abort multiple times for several minutes because I just couldn't take it. It was this bad. I it's like my brain tries to compute what is happening, and it hurts because it's like it's worse than the Looney Tunes. It's like someone. Okay, let's take it from a different angle. Like, what is needed to make something good? And then you'll notice that the people who make these media, these movies and these series and these programs, they lack everything it needs. They lack everything it takes to produce something valuable. And this is, in my opinion, also a psyop. Yes, a psyop. What is a psyop? Psyop is basically when the state tries to dumb down the people to turn them into slaves. If you enjoy something like Starfleet Academy, then you are on your best way to become not just a sheep, but a slave to the system. An absolute degenerate. You are a degenerate if you enjoy certain things that are happening in the media right now because you have no qualities anymore. You do not value quality anymore or any longer. And perhaps, yes, perhaps Matt Damon is right. It is just about people doom scrolling while watching, or people shopping, or watching two shows at once, or doing God knows what besides watching the the thing. So let's look at this wonderful picture that we have here, this logo. You see my name, the name, the Two Life Show, and at the top left, a star. This represents the army, represents discipline. In the middle, we have a triangle or a pyramid. For me, this is identity or heritage. And on the right side, in the right top, we have the Christian cross, which is faith and belief and values. Yes, values. Now, it is absolutely my belief and my deep, um, how do you call it in English? I'm absolutely certain that the people who make these shows, the people who are producing, like the actual writers, and the producers and the actors and everybody, first of all, has not served in any army, has never undergone army drill. Like I'm not a big soldier. I'm not a big soldier guy. Yeah, I've been in the army, but only for a very limited time, and I didn't like it much. But I was there. I was never in war. Yeah, I was not to Vietnam. I'm not a Vietnam vet or a Korean vet or an Afghanistan vet or some kind of vet. I am nothing like that. I am very far from being something like that. But I enjoy war. I'm someone who enjoys war. When I say I enjoy war, I mean in media. Like in video games, most of my video games have something like war in it, like war game or war something. Doesn't matter. Battlefield, Call of Duty, whatever. The games I play, they're about war. About people killing each other, about people with guns or some other weapon, spears, swords, whatever. It's about armies. But an army is more than just people killing each other. In an army, you have camaraderie, you have discipline, you have straightforward logic and values, and it forms you. Like, if you want to succeed in the army, you cannot be some stupid, pathetic, silly, alternative, whatever. You cannot be a gay Klingon, you know? Next, the identity, the heritage, the culture. Yeah. These people disdain everything. Like, I am absolutely certain that everybody who has had a hand in Starfleet Academy absolutely hates people like Picard or Kirk. Like James Tiberius Kirk is probably the most hated man for these people. Or Picard, Jean-Luc Picard. Most likely absolutely held in disdain and laughed at and hated by the writers, which happen to be two women, by the way. Some of them have the most gayest names I have ever heard. Gaia Violo. Hello, my name is Gaia. I'm from Earth, which is Gaia. Somebody who calls his child Gaia. Uh, I'm not gonna go into this, but the disdain for the culture, or somebody who calls his kid Attila. Like, what the fuck? You know who Attila is? Like, what Attila has done? Like, Attila the Hun? It's like, you might just call it Adolf Hitler. Might as well go for it. Will there be a time again when we have Adolf Hitlers running around? Like we have Attilas going around? I mean, they were the scourge of God. And then Christianity. These people have no belief. They have no religion. They have no values. These people would literally throw babies into a meat grinder and process them to harvest stem cells and don't give a damn. Like, let's be real. They just don't care anymore. They have given up. And they're Satanists. They're absolute Satanists. And they worship Satan. Satan and his minions. Satan and his design. Satan and his arts. These people are Satanists. I believe if you want quality, well, what you need is someone who has either served in the army or has been to a war or at least has a close relationship to people who have been in a war or who are soldiers. Next, you need someone who values his heritage and his identity and his culture. And the third thing is, you need someone who is a freaking Christian, or at least some kind of religious figure. Like, I mean, it could be a Buddhist, it could be a Zoroastrian, or whatever. Heck, it could even be a Muslim if we have to go there. Sorry, I'm tired. But someone who values these three things will never produce something like the movie Don't Look Up. Like, I have seen the darkness, I have seen the bad, but this was something else. This was worse than slop. It hurt me. It physically induced pain. It's like in the movie Dune, they talk about a pain amplifier. I believe if you're in a pain amplifier, they'll force you to watch this. And how could someone like Leonardo DiCaprio, someone who's been in movies like Catch Me If You Can or Titanic, which are some of the biggest masterpieces ever in movie history. Like, have you seen Catch Me If You Can or Titanic? I mean, these are masterpieces. And then you have something like Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio. Someone who wanted an Oscar so bad he made the Reverend. The Reverend. Yeah, anyway, this guy in Canada who loses his son has to avenge him. And is yeah, a hunter of some kind. Um how can someone like he, I mean, how much do they pay him? Seriously, how much do they pay him to produce something like this? This is forever going to be a stain on his career. It is going to be forever a stain. Like, what's the worst thing you've done? And it's going to be like, and someone's going to be like, yeah, well, I murdered my mother. And the other one's going to be like, oh, yeah, I eat children. And then Melody comes up and she's like, I was a star in the movie Don't Look Up. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, what the hell, man? What the hell? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's disgusting, man. There are other movies that are like Don't Look Up, but better. Deep Impact. Samuel Samuel Jackson. Morgan Freeman, excuse me. If Morgan Freeman. Or Armageddon. These movies are somewhat similar and they are so much better. They are like tens, 1,000 times better. In every way. These are enjoyable movies. These are movies that will, like, your brain is not getting hurt, it's getting stimulated. And then, I mean, this is not the highest bar. I mean, Armageddon is a Michael Bay movie. Michael Bay. Like, seriously, Michael. Don't Look Up is such a bad movie that I am praising a Michael Bay movie as if it was the best thing ever. Like, this is how far we have fallen. This is the psyop. This is what they do to us. They turn us into niggers. They turn us into slaves. Yeah? And I say they turn us into niggers. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, whatever the fuck you are. They turn you into a slave, a sheeple. They turn you into something controllable. Into someone who does not resist. Into someone they can just fuck up the ass. And I'm absolutely certain of what I'm saying here. It is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. People who watch this too much Like there are so many people who have not seen good movies like Ben-Hur or Dr. Zhivago or, for the love of God, the first 6 Star Trek movies. But they watched Starfleet Academy. They also watched the other shitty shows and shitty movies like Don't Look Up. And I mean, and I have to question like, or they watched like, there are some people who have never seen the Star Wars prequels, but they watched The Acolyte. The Acolyte. A bunch of, a bunch of, no, I cannot get into this. It's too much. It is too much. What we are witnessing is the fall of civilization, the absolute downfall of culture and civilization as we know it. And we are embracing pure Satanism and death. And please, please, go to a movie theater and watch The Medicus 2. That is a good movie. Or buy it on Amazon, the DVD. Or watch something else like Lawrence from Arabia or Dr. Zhivago or Ben-Hur from the 50s. Even the new Ben-Hur if you want to. Just do something else than giving Netflix any more money. Netflix is the most disgusting thing on earth, in my opinion. It is worse than Hitler. Netflix is worse than Hitler. Netflix is destroying the minds of our youth. Of it is turning everybody into a slave, to the system. Like you cannot. I mean, what have they done to Snow White, to Ariel, to Cleopatra, to all these? I mean, it's just too much. It is too much. So yeah, this is Nero from the Two Life Show. I hope you spend your time with something good. If you don't find anything good, then by all means go watch some porn. Porn is a wonderful thing. It is 10 times better to watch porn than to watch Don't Look Up or Starfleet Academy. Like you should just watch some porn, some good porn, masturbate to it, and have a good time. You'll be better off that way. Or play some video games. Or read a good book. Or go outside for a drink. Or cook something nice. Or I don't know, just enjoy yourself with something good, with something valuable. And never forget the 3 core values. Yeah? Discipline from the army, your identity from your heritage, and your faith and belief, and your values, grounded in the values that you share and live by. Yeah, thank you everybody for listening in. I don't know, this is more of a rant video than anything else, but it had to be said. It absolutely had to be said. It was necessary. Thank you.